Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. Gang, my name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, now the current head trader at True Trading Group. For those that don't know, TTG is the fastest growing, highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today. We've got one simple goal. That's to help you learn, trade, and profit, but your results matter here at True Trading Group. Your success matters. We are not just empty words and broken promises. If you are new, make sure you like and share this video. More importantly, folks, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday. We go live totally free with myself, other TTG pro traders, and some special guests. Drop golden nuggets of free lessons and education are going to help you guys become better traders and investors immediately. But before we get started here this evening, I'd like to first thank our partners at Benzinga. For those that don't know, Benzinga offers their own educational product and tools, yet still fully endorses the TTG platform for the massive added value it provides for their members and for their community. We're grateful to Benzinga, honestly, for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer also the Benzinga Pro newsfeed and Squawk, which is worth over $1,400 a year on its own. We offer that to TTG members free as part of your $1,288 TTG annual membership. I'd like to quickly read you guys a message from Jason Raznick, the founder and CEO of Benzinga, up on the screen here. To better serve our Benzinga community, we partnered up with the education team over at True Trading Group. If you're looking for great lessons and a fantastic community, we recommend checking them out. Sincerely, Jason Raznick. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So for those of you that are here from Benzinga, yes, you are all in the right place and fortunate that you are such. All right, folks, we got a big live stream in store for you here tonight. All right. In just a minute, I'm going to bring on my boy, Mr. Kohrs. He's going to help me out with tonight's Q&A and let you guys ask me any questions. But why should you listen to the stuff that we talk about on these lives? I didn't figure this stuff out on my own, guys. I began my career working for a fund in New York City. My first job right out of college, and then 2008 happened. And that was a great recession, the stock market crash. But that's also the same year when I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, aside from that, perhaps more importantly, since 2016, my team and I at TTG have helped literally thousands of traders from all walks of life all over the world achieve peace of mind from achieving financial freedom by learning how to trade stocks, options, and crypto. Guys, at True Trading Group, understand this very clearly, that you are going to learn how to fish on your own. All right, we're going to teach you how to stand on your own 2 feet, how to become a self-sufficient trader. Trading is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but it's also not gambling either. It is a skill. It's a skill that needs to be learned just like any other, especially since this is a skill that can help you reach financial goals that you guys never thought were possible. All right, tonight's live stream is going down as follows. I'm doing about a 20-minute Q&A with my boy, Mr. Kohrs. Then for about 15 minutes or so, I'll talk to you about the TTG membership. We got some discounts and incentives that are expiring at midnight tonight. Some different deals for those that are interested in joining the TTG platform. Tonight's never been a better time to join because tomorrow incentives, discounts go away. So you guys are going to want to pay attention to the stuff that I have in store for you there. Then we're talking the stock market crash. Is it over? Is that it? Is the coast clear? Is it time to start buying stuff? We're going to break that down, and we're going to talk about that later on in this live stream, and also what stocks to watch this week, including one that I have at the top of my watch list for tomorrow. Many of you already know which one that is, but we're going to break it down. I'm going to explain to you guys everything that I'm looking for in that stock. But in order for you guys to get the most out of the stream, though, you got to be educated. That education, though, starts right now. All right. Then at the end of the live stream, I'm actually going to show you the platform, because TTG is a platform. All right. It is understand something that True Trading Group was created to level the playing field for the retail trader, to empower the retail trader. And in doing so, we provide you guys with the same professional level of education that I learned working at a hedge fund in New York. And we combine that with premium tools and resources from a lot of the top Wall Street firms and companies that are out there so that you can make better informed decisions. So I'll show you what that platform looks like later on in this live, some of the tools and resources that are available. All right. But first, we've got to talk overall markets. We've got to do a little Q&A session here. So guys, we're about to begin the Q&A. Start typing your questions in chat right now. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. There's no such thing as a stupid question. Asking questions is how you learn. So folks, without any further ado, begin typing your questions in chat right now, and let's start that Q&A. Ayo, ayo. Oh, I don't hear you, Matt. No, Matt. No. Say it ain't so, Matt. What?
Hey, now can you hear me?
There we go. I got you. I can hear you now.
Now I have to get back into character. Ayo, it's me, Matej. Did not win an award for Trader of the Year. So here at TTG, you get everything. You get people who win awards and other people who don't win awards. That's what we offer you. Like, it's the whole gambit here. And I know we have 20 minutes for questions, but I have a story that's going to clock in at least 18 or 19 of them. So everyone sit back, buckle up, make sure your socks are strapped in because I have to share this story. Mike, there I was on Tuesday. I'm not a cooker. And apparently I'm so bad at cooking that I gave myself food poisoning. So I ate dinner on Monday night. I woke up, crushed it at the gym on Tuesday. Like, they don't call me thick Kohrs for no reason. I was getting real thick. I get back and I get to the stream, the morning stream, and I was like, ooh, not feeling the best here. And this is all going to tie together in trading for a second. Everyone, I know it's starting out in left field, but we're going to get a little bit less not in left field, but we'll still be out there at the end. It's a weird story. But anyway, so I got really sick and I started vomiting. In fact, on Tuesday, I vomited 10 times. But around 2 p.m., I was like, I should probably not be in the market at this moment in time. And I thought I closed everything and I was fully tilted on Tesla puts. I thought I was out. I started having like hallucinations. I was staying on my like bathroom floor. And then I get up on Wednesday and I was like, whoa, I still have my Tesla position. That's not good. I did some math and I was like, the only way this will work out for me is if Tesla drops like $75. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was doing the math. I was like, this is not going to work.
This is not going to work.
Look at what Tesla did. It dropped $100. I needed it to go down 10%. It went down 11%. And I got out not only for break even. This is how much of an asshole I was. I got out for a profit. When things like this happen, I'm like, man, if I could just get out for break even, like, I'll take it. I was such a douche. I waited to actually make money. And the lesson everyone should be taking from this little ditty, this little story I'm sharing is, when it comes to the market, there is an aspect of luck. And sometimes you are stupidly lucky and other times you are stupidly unlucky. Was it unskillful of me to not make sure I was out of my position? Yeah, and I was sick and like whatever. Everyone can come up with whatever excuse you want. But at the end of the day, that was an unskillful move. And that doesn't mean the next day you just go ahead and double down because you ended up getting absurdly lucky. And then there's other times when you're skillful, you did everything you want, and you just get unlucky. So remember that with the markets, it's one of the most insane multivariate puzzles out in the world. And there is an aspect of randomness to it. If it comes down to it, if it's the difference between skillful and lucky, pick lucky every single day. That's the market some days. So I just wanted to share that with you, Mike. And I guess I was just lucky.
I enjoyed that very, very much. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're feeling better. I didn't enjoy the fact that you were sick and you were vomiting and all of that, but I'm glad you're feeling better now. But honestly, just to add on top of something that Matt just said, I agree 1000% with everything that you just said. And it's the exact reason why I always tell all of our members that do not associate a winning trade always with a good trade, and don't always associate a losing trade with a bad trade, because there's a very big difference between a losing trade and a bad trade. And there's a very big difference between a winning trade and a good trade. You know, like you can, and I'll just give you like another example. Like, somebody could buy a stock, let's say at $8, and they're like, I'm going to stop out at 7. It drops all the way to 650. They don't stop out. And they go, you know what? I'm just going to hold it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, it drops to 550. And they're like, oh, well, now I'm down so much, I'm not going to sell it. And then the very next day, the company comes out with a press release and the stock gaps up to 9 and they sell. They're like, what? Look how much money I made. I'm such a good trader. No, not a good trader, right? That was luck. You actually broke a lot of different rules that successful traders are going to teach you that you really should never do, but you did them anyway. You end up getting lucky. Other flip side of that coin, you can look at a grade A setup, absolute perfect setup, a 75% probability type of pattern or type of setup, which is really as high as you're gonna necessarily really get, like a grade A setup in the markets, and you're gonna go after it. Everything looks fantastic, and all of a sudden, maybe the company comes out with a piece of news and the stock goes down, or maybe there's news in the overall market that causes the markets and that stock to go down. You end up losing money, but you stick to your stop loss. You get out at your intended stop. you lose a dollar amount that is well within your risk tolerance, and you move on to place to go and you look for other opportunities in the market. That was a losing trade, but does not necessarily mean it was a bad trade. And as soon as people start to differentiate separate those two different things, okay, good trade, winning trade, bad trade, losing trade, the easier it will be for people to not only keep themselves honest and not get a little bit too arrogant and cocky if they have success very early on, but also help them take and deal with losing trades a lot easier, because losing trades are part of trading. You will make losing trades. You have to understand that, and coming to that kind of understanding very early on, I think can be very helpful for traders as they go through their career. So fun little story there. I'm glad you're feeling better, bro. We got a big week, a big week ahead of us. So I'm excited to take some questions here and see what people want to. Oh, all right, let's dive right into it. Let's see. Let me make this a little bit bigger so I can see. Giannis Strat asks, how do you maximize profit in an ambiguous time such as now? I mean, I think really that maximizing profit, I think right now, how you do that is educating yourself enough to a point where you understand fully how to make money in various market environments, like whether the markets are ripping to all-time highs or the markets are pulling back 15%, 20% off of their highs. You know, if stocks are getting cut 50, 60%, you know, like some of these high growth tech names, you have to make sure that you're educated enough to understand how to make money when stocks do go down. And I think that's one of the ways I would say, how do you maximize profit? You maximize profit by understanding the volatility that's out there right now and understanding that you're getting 10-point moves in the SPY in a single day, understanding that when the SPY is that volatile, you're going to have situations to trade the VIX or the ETF that tracks the VIX, like the UVXY, understanding calls and puts, because you guys, even with small accounts, you want to be able to take advantage of the movement that you're seeing in large cap stocks. Small cap stocks right now are very, 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 very quiet, but large caps, mid caps, and the overall market indexes are on absolute fire from an active trader standpoint. And if you're a one-trick pony and all you know is how to trade small caps that have a press release and are gapping up in the morning, you're gonna have a very difficult time in this market environment because there's no follow through, there's no momentum in those stocks. I teach people in True Trading Group to be diversified traders, to understand how to trade stocks, also understand how to trade options, understand how to day trade, also understand how to swing trade. And the more that you become diversified and the more general of an education that in a professional level of education you receive, the better prepared you're going to be to take advantage and to be able to maximize your profit in various market environments and a time of volatility like you're in now that a lot of people that got involved in the markets over the last 2 years have never experienced before.
To go off that a little bit, I'm of the same mindset. Like, I think a lot of people, when they get into the market, they think that every day is built the same. Of like, okay, like I'm always going to try to like trade like once a day, so three good trades a day, whatever that is. But it isn't. It's the regime you're in right now with this volatility. You might be doing 10 active trades a day, but in a couple months, you might be doing 10 trades a month. So like you just have to know, like right now it's high volatility, which means you get bigger point moves more rapidly, which could be profitable, or it also means it could also be more dangerous. But right now it's identifying the regime of volatility and also the regime of the overall market. Like those are two things. And another thing that I guess more so speaking to maybe people who particularly followed me here, this is a great example of for those of you who don't know, like obviously I'm still very intertwined with AMC and GME. And when these are going down, kind of alluding to what Mike was saying, this is why you have to have multiple tools in your arsenal. Because if things are going down and you want to diamond hand that, for example, Mike and I both have long-term accounts. It's a long-term account. We're not getting freaked out what happened over the past day, week, month, or even probably a full year. But when you know your long-term accounts going down or things that you're holding, well, you're looking for opportunities to keep your overall net worth above water or even going more green. And that's when you could take opportunities. You could be long the SPY or Microsoft or Apple in your long term, but in the short term, if you see SPY going down, get some puts. If you are confident about that, you're going to make yourself money. At the end of the day, I think you should have the utmost loyalty, not to an individual ticker, but to yourself and your family. Like, and that's just inherently what I'm trying to say is making money, like improving your own financial situation, which is why you want to develop more than just like one style. Like Even if you don't want to trade options, learn about them long term. All that stuff, trade what you want, but you should at least have a basic knowledge of everything else that's going on.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I have several. I just did it last week, actually. One of my bigger trades last week, P&L wise, was short Tesla. That was one of my bigger trades last week. But I own Tesla in my long-term portfolio, and I plan on adding to my Tesla position over time as well. And there's nothing wrong with me, owning my Tesla, just using that as one example, but I've done this many times before. I've done this with NVIDIA. I've done this with AMD, where I own stocks in my long-term portfolio, which is something that I keep completely separate from my active trading accounts. Okay, my active trading is done through Lightspeed. My long-term portfolios are like 90% of my capital. My long-term portfolio is with JP Morgan Wealth Management. I also have some money at Fidelity. For those that are looking for like really good, mutual fund and ETF options for like options meaning choices, for like some long-term stuff, Fidelity, Vanguard, 2 companies that I absolutely love, fantastic, consistent performance, true professionals, juggernauts in the industry. Those places are both great. But I have been many times where I own stocks in my long-term, but I short them in my Lightspeed, or I've got put options in my Lightspeed. And there's no reason for me to sit there and watch my long-term portfolio balance decrease over the last month when, the overall markets, including Tesla, has just gone down over the last month. Well, I'm going to profit from this action to the downside. Well, I wasn't short that long for Tesla. Tesla was just really short over the last couple of days, just like last week. Okay. But the SPY, the SPY is something that I've been short through put options basically this entire month. And as 401ks and long-term portfolios and IRAs and Roths and SEPs and all these different retirement accounts, while other people are seeing those balances decrease, we are realizing a profit in an active trading account so that we can take that profit and then roll it into those long-term portfolio accounts and buy stocks like Tesla at cheaper prices. So that's where I think, like, to touch upon like this question, I know this is kind of a long answer, but it's something that I think is very important in times like that we're in today, with the type of volatility and seeing stocks go down and people freak out when they see their long-term balances go down. You don't have to freak out when your long-term balances go down. Actually profit on the way down to offset any paper loss that you're experiencing, because that's what a long-term portfolio balance is. It's a paper loss. Are you going to sell those stocks tomorrow, or are you going to hold on to them for the next 10 years because they're part of your retirement? If you're holding on to the next 10 years, don't worry about it. But let's make money on the way down.
Kind of funny times like this. If you were new to trading, I think it could be the most scary, but then experienced traders, these are the most exciting times. Like
Absolutely.
These are the times that we wake up with smiles on our face. But I understand, like, I was that person, you were that person, and once we're like, oh, like, you're getting up and you're nervous for the day. But folks, lean into it. It takes time. You don't just start on a bike with no training wheels. Figure it out and like grind it out. It's time. It's a skill set. But these times are actually like the exciting times. This is when money is made.
Yes, absolutely. Edward Jensen, you say TG is not for lazy people. Well, I am not lazy, just busy. Fair enough. How much time do I need to be dedicated to this so it's worth it? And is it for beginners? Okay, Edward, yes, it is absolutely for beginners. It's also absolutely for advanced traders. It's absolutely for everybody in between. So let me just clarify that into your trading group. We have several members that never traded a stock a day in their life. We also have traders that have been doing this professionally for over 25 years. We have an asset manager who manages money for 50 high net worth individuals. We have a ex-market maker that used to work at Deutsche Bank. We have 2 stockbrokers that work at Morgan Stanley. We have licensed financial professionals. And then we have literally everything in between of people that never trade a stock a day in their life and those professionals I just named. And we have literally everything in between. Okay, so True Trading Group is the education is divided up into beginner and foundation courses and then advanced courses. Obviously, if you are not yet a consistently profitable trader, start with the beginner and the foundation courses. If you're already a seasoned pro and you're just looking to take your trading to the next level, you can go right to the advanced. So that's first and foremost. Yes, it's absolutely for beginners. How much time do you need to dedicate towards this so it's worth it? However much time that you could put towards it, because I'll tell you this, all the courses, all the curriculum, everything that you're going to use as educational material that's on our platform goes at your own pace. Everything on the site is available 24/7. So whenever you have the time to go through courses, go through them. We have a trading simulator that is on our platform as well, that is included when you guys join. Use the simulator, trade with fake money while you are going through the courses. I've seen members go through the courses in a week. I've seen members take 6 months. It really just depends on how much time you want to put towards it. And that's why we purposely have all the curriculum available to you for the entire length of your membership. And as long as you guys are willing to, want to put in the work and find the time to do it, you can put in a couple hours a day, a couple hours per week over the year. That is more than enough for you to be successful. Honestly, a couple hours a week is enough for you to eventually take your time, go through all that curriculum, go through that education, and get yourself then moving on to the next part of your training. I think that's plenty. And I've seen it done with a lot of our teaching members and that we have. All right, next question. Did I freeze?
No.
Here we go. You freak me out, Matt. You don't move, bro.
When would you want to do a debit spread versus credit spread, either bull or bearish? I don't really understand. I could take this one. So these spreads, you could actually play it either way. Debit spread, credit spread. It could be bullish. It could be bearish. It depends on how you want to set it up. So we'll keep it at like kind of the easiest example, but this is something that when you get options, you're going to be like, oh, duh. But at first, it's going to sound like a completely different language. So in this scenario, it's going to either involve 2 calls or 2 puts. So when I'm explaining it, let's talk about 2 calls. A credit spread would mean that you're getting credited money. So that means you're selling the more expensive one. So you're selling the strike price that's actually closer to the current cost. So let's say you have the SPY right now trading at 442. If you sold the 445 and bought the 450, you now have a credit spread. You sold the closer one, bought the one that was farther out. A debit spread is the exact opposite. You would buy the closer one, sell the farther one. These, because you're flipping what you're doing, it's actually a different directional bet. In the credit spread, you realize your maximum profit if you get to your expiration date and you're at or below whatever that lower price one was, the one that you sold. But on a debit spread, you actually want it to go up. Like it's as if you bought a call, but then you hedged it a little bit. So you're looking for it to go up. So a call debit spread is actually a bullish bet. And then a call credit spread is actually a bearish bet. And then you could apply that all completely to puts. You would just literally flip everything. Remember, a call and a put are the perfect inverse of each other. Basically, when you're doing credit spreads for calls, you want it to stay or go lower. For puts, you want it to stay or go higher. And then debit spreads, you want it to go in the direction that you actually, so calls up, puts down. I know I just hit you with a lot. That's like the overarching thing. But once again, you can read this on repeat, go through the modules and all that in the platform.
Yeah, guys, we have so obviously this, Zach, who asked the question, Zach, obviously a little bit more of an experienced trader to be looking at, debit spreads and credit spreads. So obviously some familiarity there with options. Options are I compare options like, it's something that seems very intimidating at first, like some of the stuff that Matt just said. Some people might be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But I assure you guys, it is not as complicated as it may initially seem. There are beginner and intro to option courses within the curriculum where we'll teach you basic call and puts, which will just be one directional bets and single contract, single option trades. And then you'll have advanced options, which is going to be multi-leg option trades, which would be like a spread, like how Matt was talking about buying one option, selling another option to create that spread. There's also iron condors and butterflies. There's a lot of different types of straddles and strangles. That's more advanced option type of trading. If you're a brand new beginner trader, I wouldn't worry about that kind of stuff. Learn basic option information first, like calls and puts. And then move on to some of the other types of options, because working on spreads is also fantastic. It's something that a lot of people use if they want to trade something like a Tesla. One option contract for Tesla might cost you like $4,000, because that's how expensive the Tesla options are. So it is a way to make those options a little bit more affordable as well. So options are a really fantastic tool, guys. I recommend that everybody learns how to trade options, whether you have a big account or a small account. As a beginner, I want to say thank you for making me feel confident in becoming a member of TTG. I feel I made the right choice. Thank you. Hawkeye, I appreciate that. I appreciate that comment. I'm excited to have you part of the team. I'm very excited to have you part of the team.
It's not every day we get an Avenger that signs up, so.
Adam, you got a haircut? Did I see that correctly?
Look at that, looking dapper.
Wow. Look at you, man. Adam's feeling frisky tonight.
Yep, I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. That's not.
Perfect.
I am miserable at my job. Is it possible to learn this and eventually trade full time? If so, what can I expect to make annually? I mean, I could give my thoughts because like there's going to be a whole gradient to this. Is it possible to learn from this? Yeah. I mean, if you watch this stream over and over again when they ask the various questions, you're going to see people who are successful. But it seems like not only are you asking, is it possible to be successful? Well, across the world, there are retail traders who make their living from this. Yes, this is a job that people do day in and day out. You also have a question of like the grady of like, can you replace your salary? I mean, there's some people who lose money, but then there's also individuals who make millions a year. Like that's the entire swath of it. Usually a follow-up to this is like, okay, like what can I get started with? And I'm sure maybe if you're not asking it, someone here has to also be curious of like, well, what's the most minimal amount I can start with? Actively right now in TTG, they're doing $1,000 account challenge. And I know people who've even started with less than that. Obviously, it does get easier for various structural things, referring to PDT, that when you get bigger, it does become an easier environment for you. But it's not one of these things that you have to like start your account with $50,000 to have like any luck. In fact, I actually like the best starting with no money, as in like a paper trading account, like using no risk whatsoever, just learning it. And then even with a real account, I would prefer going with a couple $100 because the odds of you blowing up, as in dropping the value of your first account very low on like attempt number one, it's pretty high. I've done that myself. Like when I started trading, my first, how many ever accounts, a couple $100, I ran them to zero, ran them to zero, ran them to zero. I probably would have done the same thing if I started with thousands of dollars. So I'm really happy I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, guys. I mean, one of the beauties, I agree with Matt completely, by the way, if you guys are new starting the simulator, but one of the beauties about being a trader is your potential is unlimited. It's uncapped. You know, I always talk about my sister, and you know, if she knew I talked about her as much as I did on these live streams, she'd probably feel a certain way. But my sister is a high school English teacher, and she's an amazing English teacher. But the reality of it is that no matter how hard that my sister works, no matter how amazing of a teacher that she is, she's never going to make $250,000 a year, $500,000 a year. She can be the best English teacher in the country. She's never going to make that much money just because her job, it caps her earning potential. The thing about trading is you want to make 5,000 a year, 10,000, 50, 100, 500, a million, you can. It's just a matter of growing into that and not being in a rush to learn how to run before you walk. Take your time, get educated, use a simulator, and understand that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. All right? Take the time, get educated, put the effort in, put in the work. The traders that you see out there that are making millions of dollars a year did not just start trading a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago. The traders that you see that are making $1 million a year have been trading for many years. But just like any profession out there, when you see someone that's the CEO of a company and they make $10 million a year, do you think that person was working in the mailroom 6 months ago? Or do you think that they worked their ass off over decades to get to that point where they're now the CEO? And people look at trading as a get-rich-quick scheme. You need to start looking at it just like you would look at any other profession, with the same type of work ethic that's required to get to a point where you have unlimited potential like you have in some other positions like I just talked about. All right. So, Matt, I want to thank you for your time, brother. I'm going to let you catch is the 49ers game over yet? Last I checked, it was a tie game.
I haven't been able. It's just a day of filming content for me, so I haven't been watching much NFL. Who's your team? Are you like? I know you're in.
I'm a Giants fan, sadly
Okay.
to say. I'm a
Yeah.
Giants fan. Very
Well,
sad.
better luck next year. At
Yeah.
least you have Saquon. At least you have Saquon.
I don't know for how much longer, man. I don't know. I feel like they missed out on his prime window, but it is what it is. We got a whole new
It is what
coaching
it
staff
is.
now. We'll see how it works out. But
All right. Well, as always, it was a pleasure talking with you, Mike, and everyone listening. I will at some point this week be in the room, the chat room during some live trading hours, and always good to catch up. But thanks everyone. Have a wonderful night. Whatever you do this week, please, please, please stick to your trading plan. Do not take a loss that you cannot withstand. That's the main thing. Always, always, always pay attention to your risk.
amen. Thanks a lot, Matt. Always a pleasure having you on, brother. We'll talk soon.
All right. Peace.
Later, man. All right, folks, there's another successful little Q&A session. My boy, Mr. Matt Kohrs. I'd like to see, folks, who's on the live stream right now for the first time, or if you guys are just not a member of True Trading Group. And also, I'd like to know, why are you here? So if you guys do me a favor, if you're new to the live stream or you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the number 1 in chat, but then also follow that up with why you are watching this live stream right now. What are you trying to accomplish? What are you trying to get out of it? Why are you on this live stream? I'd like to actually know. If you guys can fire away, type in chat right now. The number 1 if you're new, and also why are you here? Wow, Jeremy, great comment. Actually, Jeremy goes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. You're always just 1 year away from success. That's actually pretty good quote. They haven't won a playoff game in like 34 years, and now they're going to the Super Bowl. All right. I'm in high school and I'm trying to learn as I just opened an account. Way to go, Wyatt. Start them young. You'll be happy you did. Trust me. Education. Going to join soon. I want to learn. I'm a bot. I don't think so. To learn to trade and to profit, of course. Yes. First time, not a member yet. I want to learn. Always attempting to learn. Trying to pick up some useful info. Because you the best. Thank you, Kali. Sean Johnson, my boy. What's up, man? Learn the nuances of trading. Good people. Hang out with good people. I like that. I want to quit my job. I want to learn. Here supporting my TGD fam. Mother of Dragons. I'm digging that username. Learn how to trade. Learn. Everyone's learn from you. I love it. Everyone's talking about learn how to trade. Learn about the ARC funds. All right. Awesome, guys. Really awesome. I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you all. I want to ask you one more question. Okay. All of you that are not members, everyone that's typing right now in chat, have you lost more than $1,000 trading on your own? Type the number 1 in chat. If you have lost more than $1,000 trading on your own, I'd like for you to type the number 1 in chat. Nice. Another sobriquet. Renewed for my 2nd year on Friday. Glad to be here and learning more than I thought I ever would. I love it. Glad to have you for another year. All right, look at all these number 1s that are coming through chat right now. All these number 1s. These are people that are not members of True Trading Group, but they've all lost more than $1,000 trying to trade on their own. Okay, everyone that's typed the number 1 in chat. Everyone typing number 1. Are you guys tired of losing thousands of dollars? That's rhetorical. Okay, I get that. But really, seriously, are you done? Are you done trying to figure all this stuff out on your own and done trying to cut corners and done trying to get rich quick? Because if you are done with this, you're going to invest in yourself. I'm going to explain to you why right now. And you, the people that are not members, you're going to sit, you're going to listen to this quick little sales pitch for about 15 minutes. But why? Why are you going to sit there and listen through it? Because it's not a sales pitch, guys. It's not. This is a real opportunity for you guys, and you deserve to hear it out. If you're on this live stream right now, that means you are motivated and dedicated enough to actually get an education. You want to learn how to do things the right way. So you're not lazy. You're not looking for the quick answer. You're not looking to get rich quick, right? You're not looking to cut corners and cut shortcuts. You're trying to learn. That's why you're spending the time right now on a Sunday evening watching this live stream. This is a real opportunity, and you deserve to hear it out, because the thousands of members in True Trading Group from all over the world are becoming better traders, and they're making money, and that's what's more important. Your results matter at True Trading Group. Remember that. Okay. A result can be defined as an effect, a consequence, or an outcome of something. And an example, a result of you joining True Trading Group, putting in an effort, taking the courses, passing the quizzes, using the tools, joining the study groups, attending the workshops and webinars, you statistically proven through surveys of our own member base have a very good chance of making money and, more importantly, becoming better traders. And if you don't believe me, I understand it doesn't mean much coming from me when I say stuff like that, but don't take my word for it. Seriously, I get it doesn't mean anything when I say it, but let's ask members themselves. Guys, now I'm talking to members, TTG members. Are you making money? Are you becoming better traders? Type the number 1 in chat right now if that answer is yes. Now, anyone that's not a member, anyone that was typing before, hey, I'm not a member, but I'm here to learn, I want you to pay very close attention to how many number 1s you see come across this side of the screen right here. Because all of these number 1s that you're seeing come through, these are members of True Trading Group that are telling you, I'm making money and I'm becoming a better trader. If they can do this, then so can you. They found True Trading Group most likely the same way that a lot of you did, and that was one of these live streams. They have full-time jobs. They have small accounts. They have no experience. They've lost money before in the markets. They've been scammed by another group. All of the things that are preventing you from taking the leap, investing in yourself right now to join a professional platform like True Trading Group to actually learn how to do this the proper way. They've had all of those same things. They're sitting here now telling you they're making money and becoming better traders. Now, I want to know how many of you, listen, guys, all of you that are typing the number 1 right now, all of you typing the number 1, how many of you did it with a full-time job? Do me a favor, type the letter I in chat and tell me what you do for a living. So now those people that said I'm making money, okay, now if you're making money with a full-time job, I'd like you to type the letter I and tell me what you do for a living. Go ahead. Tell me what you guys do for a living. I'd like for you now to pay attention to some of the professions and the careers that you're about to see come through the side of the screen here. Computer geek, construction, bus driver, small business owner. Guys, read these. Pastor, business owner, sales manager, a snowplow company, auto mechanic, advanced auto parts, Power Ranger. I love that. Awesome, awesome choice of profession. Let's see. Consulting, self-employed, tax office, manager, electrician, a nurse, electrical engineer, disaster restoration, school janitor, construction, fleet manager, systems engineer. I work as a caregiver working 80 hours a week, utility technician, peace officer, law enforcement, firefighter, real estate, supervisor, marketing manager. You guys get the point. Okay. The point is that you're seeing members that are telling you they work full-time jobs, yet they're still profitable traders thanks to the TTG platform. If they could do it, so can you. You know, another example, the exact opposite, another result would be by you trying to figure this stuff out on your own, you actually statistically, fact, check it. I'm not making these numbers up myself, but you have over a 90% chance of failing at this. Now, I don't share these stats with you because I think the True Trading Group is the only way to be successful. It's not. But I do think it's one of, if not the best option for people of all skill levels from all walks of life to learn how to become consistently profitable. We have a goal of helping members reach their goals of consistent profitability by combining the professional level of education that I received when I worked at a fund, and we pair that with tools and resources from top premier companies like TradingView, Trade Ideas, Benzinga, Quote Media, Polygon, just to name a few of them, folks, and there's more. I told you before, TTG is a platform. I'll show you all those tools and resources later, but we are a community and we all share that same goal to learn, trade, and profit together. Now, guys, listen, stay exactly right where you are right now, because in about less than 15 minutes, I'm going to go over with you the overall markets. I'm going to talk about what I think the markets are going to do now going forward. Is the stock market crash over? Is it safe to step in and start to buy a bunch of stuff now? Or is there a little bit more downside? Is this a bit of a head fake? Was Friday a head fake? We had a nice rally, yes, on Friday. We reversed pretty aggressively. It was a big day. Markets were up significantly, 2.5% on the SPY, which is a big move on the SPY to the upside. Is that a head fake, or is it safe now? The crash is over. We're going to talk about that. I also have one stock specifically that I have on my watch list for tomorrow. I want to talk to you guys about that stock and what I think that stock might do and how I plan on trading it. I'm going to talk to you guys about that in just a couple of minutes. Okay. At True Trading Group, though, it is our goal to level the playing field for the retail trader. And that means a continued effort to ensure that the TTG platform remains within reach financially for most retail traders and investors that want it. Because of this, we've been slowly walking the price of our membership up to $22.12. And in fact, tonight at midnight, our price is going to move over $1,300. And we're going to keep moving it up from there. Tonight's price of $1,288 is the cheapest price you guys are going to be able to get a teaching membership for. And the price you pay by midnight tonight is the price you're going to pay for life, regardless what the price is next year. So next year, when it comes time for your membership to renew, and I'm pretty confident you're going to want to renew your membership because our membership renewal rate is well into the mid 70s. Okay, so I'm pretty confident you're going to want to renew your membership in a year from now. But if our membership is $2,500 next year, okay, we're moving it back to $22.12 very shortly here. We're going to be over $1,300 here after midnight tonight. You will only pay $1,288 to renew your membership next year. It doesn't matter what the membership price is. So the price you pay when you sign up is the price you're locking in. You're grandfathering yourself in for life at that price. Okay. So every day we're walking the price up by a couple of bucks till we get to $22.12. That's where that price will then stay. And then after midnight tonight, we'll begin accelerating towards that price, starting by moving over $1,300 after midnight tonight. Just 2 weeks ago, you could have got a teaching membership for a cheaper price. Okay, but we're going to continue to slowly move that higher until we get towards the $22.12. So you guys want to take advantage of this discount before it expires at midnight tonight. All right, so that 1 year membership, normally $22.12. Tonight, you guys can go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you a 41% discount on that membership, drops the price down to $12.88. And the next 20 people to do so will get themselves a brand new free laptop as well. We even cover the shipping costs upon becoming TTG certified. Now, that means you've completed our courses and you have passed our quizzes. Upon that, you become TTG certified. You get a green check mark next to your username and chat. You get a certificate you can print out if you'd like. It is a badge of honor for our members. It lets them know that they've gone through, received, and passed a professional level of education and curriculum, which is similar to the same stuff that I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. Okay. You're also going to get 2 small private study groups with that membership. These are going to be a chance for you guys to get individual attention from one of the pros at your training group to go through, ask questions, go over lessons and topics that you're having a hard time with, so we can make sure that you are on the right path to success. We can speed up that learning curve. And last but not least, True Training Group is the home to the double your money back guarantee. Okay, I stand behind this platform. I put my money where my mouth is. I told you before that results matter at True Training Group, and your results are quantifiable, folks. And here's what we do. I am so confident in our ability to help you become successful. It is your success that matters, not mine, not anybody else's, yours. If you go through our courses, if you pass our quizzes, if you attend 1 study group and still do not make your membership fee back at least once by the year end of your membership, I will not just give you your $1,288 back. I will give you back double that. So I will give you back $2,576 if you do not make your membership fee back at least once during that membership after completing those 3 tasks. All I ask is for you to actually utilize the platform you are subscribing to. Put in an effort, go through the courses, pass the quizzes. You can take the quizzes as many times as you want. It's not like you fail once and that's it, you're done. You can take them as many times as you want. You also get the answer key, but don't cheat because you're only cheating yourself. You need to understand what aspects of the curriculum you understand and which ones you don't, so we know what you need help with. If you cheat, you are literally only cheating yourself, because when you go to start trading with real money, you have a greater chance of making mistakes, therefore a greater chance of losing money. Therefore, you are cheating yourself, not me, not your trading group, not anybody else. But we are the home of the double your money back guarantee, and I can do this with confidence because we have only had to refund 1.73% of our member base going back to 2017. We have never denied anyone of a refund that did those 3 things and never made their membership fee back. We have never denied anyone of that refund. Now, do not message me in 30 days, 60 days and be like, hey, Mike, I haven't made my money back. Your program sucks. I'm going to say, nope, my program doesn't suck. Trading's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Did you go through all the courses, pass the quizzes? Did you attend the study group? Most likely that answer at that point will be no. I'm telling you that this money back, this double your money back guarantee is there for those people that are willing to say, I'm going to commit to this. I'm going to give myself a chance to actually learn this skill. And if at the end of your year membership, you have still not made that membership fee back at least once after doing those 3 things, I'm going to give you double your money back. That is $2,576. Nobody, not a program service group out there, would offer you anything close to what I'm doing here. That's because they're not as confident in their ability to help you guys become successful. Now, listen, guys, commit does not mean you need to spend 5 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. Again, give this a couple hours a week over the year. That's enough. With a real education, a couple hours a week, do that for your year membership. Give yourself a real shot. All right. So there you have it, folks. All right. So again, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the coupon code TTG121. That'll get you the 41% discount. It'll get you the 2 small private study groups. It'll get you the free laptop. And more importantly, the double your money back guarantee. Let me show you and tell you, well, I'll just tell you real quickly, guys, about what's included in that membership. And then we're going to dive into the overall markets. I'll tell you guys if I think the crash is over, or and also I'm going to tell you about one stock that I've got on my watch list for tomorrow. Oh, we got one member already just joined. Guys, welcome Michael, the newest member of the group. Everybody welcome Michael. 19 laptops left. Everybody welcome Michael. Remember, go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. All right, so guys, listen, that $1288, that's an all-inclusive price. There's no upsells into your training group for courses and tools. Everything's included. So you're going to get our entire 17-course curriculum. There's beginner and advanced courses. It's the simplified and expanded upon version I learned that I worked at the fund. You're going to get our trading performance journal that tracks your trading and gives you statistics so you can figure out what you're doing wrong. The Benzinga Pro news feed, real-time, breaking up to the second news alerts inside of our chat to make sure you guys get the news at the same speed as the pros. No more relying on delayed news. Quote Media's full book level 2, so you can see all the market makers. Trading View's premium charting software. It's one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. ETNA's simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money while you guys are going through the courses, but there's real-time data there with that simulator. So you can follow along with us. You can really practice what you're learning in real time without risking $1 of your money. Everything I'm telling you right now is included when you pay the $1288. None of this stuff costs $1 extra. Trade idea scanner, you get that as well. Make sure that you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day, regardless if you're trading small caps, mid caps, or large caps. Of course, you're going to get our chat room with all of our alerts from a group of professional traders. It is not just myself. There's 8 other professionals that are in chat, that are sharing their screen with you, that are on the microphone, talking you through their trades, calling out their trades and their market analysis in real time. We are also collectively as a group sporting a win rate of over 80%. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our website that tracks every buy and sell that all of our moderators make. It's right there for you to see. Go check and see for yourself. If you follow the alerts, how would you be performing? You're also going to be able to then attend our live workshops. We host them every single week, covering a variety of different topics. We added dark pool data, options flow, and unusual options activity. All right, we have the 2 small private study groups that I told you guys all about to speed up your learning curve. We've got analyst ratings, insider buying and selling, a social sentiment scanner. All of this is available on the TTG platform, included for the $1288. You do not pay $1 extra for any of it. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. All right. So again, folks, I can't stress this enough. Tonight, $1288. After midnight, the price jumps over $1,300 while we work our way back to $2212. So tonight's the cheapest price. You're going to be able to get access to the membership to True Trading Group. All right. Just use the coupon code TTG121. You'll know you're getting one of the 19 laptops. As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart, that means you're getting one of them. If you don't see one, that means we've completely sold out. All right. If anybody has questions about the membership or you're having a hard time signing up for whatever the reason, send a text message. Do not call. Send a text message at a text-only number. We can't pick this number up even if we wanted to. It is a text-only number. 201 775 9702. I'll say it again, 201 775 9702. It's at the bottom of your screen. Text that number if you guys have questions about the membership or if you're having a difficult time signing up. All right, folks. Everybody welcome Surge. Everybody welcome Surge. 18 of those laptops left now, folks. 18 laptops left. Everybody welcome Surge. Remember, folks, ttgoffer.com. Coupon code TTG121. All right. All right, guys. So now what I would like to do now, let me take a quick little check. I'd like to take a quick little check on, I bet the futures just may have, oh, Barry. Everybody welcome Barry. We've got 17 of those laptops left now, folks. These probably won't last till the end of the night. These probably will not last to the end of the night. So everybody welcome Barry. Remember, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code, click apply code. You'll get the 41% discount. The price goes up at midnight. And you have the double your money back guarantee. Let me just be very clear about this because maybe a lot of people think I'm kidding. I'm dead serious. If you join True Training Group and you actually go through the courses and pass the quizzes and you attend one study group session throughout your year membership and never make that membership fee of $1288, if you never make that back during that year, I'm going to give you $2,576 back. That is how confident I am in our ability to help you become successful. Removing your risk. What is your risk? If you don't make the $1288 back, you're going to get a 100% return on your investment. I would take advantage of this, folks. The price goes up at midnight tonight. All right. And we only have 17 of those laptops left. If you guys are still unsure, we do have a 1-week trial. You can check us out for just $3. You can go to ttgthree.com. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person. You know, everybody's got $3. You've probably spent $3 on a bag of chips before. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no reoccurring payment. It is a one-time payment of $3. You'll get a full week of access to the platform and the chat room. You can see some of the tools and resources that are available as a full-time member. You get 3 sample courses, and you guys can be in chat with us for the full week and trade with myself and the rest of the THG fam. See if the THG platform is right for you. See if it's right for you. You guys are more than welcome. ttgthree.com if you guys are interested in the trial. All right. Otherwise, go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. All right, guys, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head over. I'm going to pull up my charts. And let's get in. Let's dive in. Let's talk about the overall markets. The futures market has just up. Trey. Welcome, Trey. Guys, I told you these laptops are going to go quick. They're going to go quick now because our price goes up tomorrow night. I mean, after midnight tonight. So tomorrow, our price goes up. So you're going to get a lot of people that are going to come in. They're going to scoop up these laptops. But everyone loves free stuff. Okay. Remember, we're going to send you a free laptop once you become certified. We even cover the shipping costs. We ship it anywhere in the world. We have members all over the globe, folks. Literally, we have members all over the globe. So as long as you have DHL in your country, folks, we're going to get you a laptop. I guarantee you that. All right. So again, there's 16 of those laptops left. Welcome, Trey. All right, guys. Okay. All right, let's talk about the overall markets now because the futures market is trying to go green right now. All right, we're trying to go green in the futures market. We're down 0.05%. We were down over 0.2 when we were starting this live stream. So we're starting to climb a little bit higher right now in the futures market, trying to go green. We're down 0.05%, basically flat. Right, 0.05% after the markets have moved 2.5% is really nothing. Terry, welcome, Terry, guys. 15 of those laptops now. 5 new members of the TTG family. Everybody go to ttgoffer.com, right? Don't forget to use that phone number as well, folks. Text that number if you have questions, okay? 201-775-9702. All right. So for all it's up, there you go, folks. Futures just went green right there on that tick. We are green now, 0.01%. 0.01%, we are green. All right. Essentially still flat. All right. Actually, now we're flat. Now we're down 0.01%. So we're just floating around the flat line. Okay. So the markets are literally right there. Okay. We are right where we closed. Basically right there. We're at what? The 200-day moving average. That is where we are. Okay. That is where we are. We are at this 200-day moving average. Now we have to talk about this. This yellow line. See this yellow line on my screen? That's the 200-day moving average. Okay. Now what you will notice. Okay. What you will notice is that this 200-day moving average has been resistance for the last entire week. So for 5 consecutive days, literally Monday through Friday of last week. All right. Resistance, 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 resistance. Okay. Resistance at this 200-day moving average. All right. For the last 5 consecutive trading days. This is a very, very, very important key level. Okay. Very important key technical level for us. Now, what I'm looking for tomorrow is something very, very specific. All right. I do not want the markets to open tomorrow flat. Okay. I don't want the markets to open flat. I want us to either give me a gap up meaning we're going to open up above where we closed on Friday, or give me a significant gap down where we're going to open up significantly beneath, because I'm going to play my trade tomorrow off of that 200-day moving average. Okay. That's what I'm going to play this off of. If we gap above this 200-day moving average, okay, I'm going to look for the 200-day to start to become an area of support for us. Now, you can see very clearly, okay, if you just draw a line right across these highs of last week, which is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay, you get a resistance level that's around 442. Now, understand that the SPY has been extremely volatile for the last several weeks. For the entire month of January, the SPY has been extremely volatile. Now, if I tell you there's resistance at 442 and the SPY goes to 441.60, that does not mean that the 442 level is broken. You have to give the SPY wiggle room right now because it is extremely volatile. So you can drop all the way to 440, 440.50. Okay. You can see us drop all the way down to 440, 440.50, and then recover 443. And I would tell you that that support level has held. You've got to give it the room that you need. Okay. So I'm going to look for tomorrow. Now we're up 0.06%. Is if we get a little gap up. All right. A little gap up. And I would expect if we gap up above this 200-day moving average, I would fully expect us to pull back into that 200-day moving average off the open. I think sellers are going to really test that 200-day moving average if we get above it. Okay. If we get above it, I think it's going to get tested by sellers. Now, your buyers that stepped in last week, there were net inflows into index ETFs of $24 billion last week. which means investors were net buyers of stocks last week. You are going to want to see those buyers step up because those buyers have just hung around in the high 420s. This is where your buyers have just hung around all week. You are going to want to see, after an entire week of net buying, 24 billion of market inflows into market index ETFs, you are going to want to see that buying step up. And step up is what I mean by seeing the 200-day moving average hold as support so that we can start to climb now back up higher. All right. You will get tested on that 200-day moving average, I believe, if we gap above it. So let's say we wake up tomorrow and the markets are at 444. If we're at 444 tomorrow morning, I fully expect a quick 2 to 2.5 point drop into the 200-day moving average. And then you're going to look for clues that the buyers have moved higher. If buyers have moved higher back to the 200-day moving average, you will see a quick recovery off the 200-day. So what will happen is, and I'll just draw up here just some random arrows or some random candles up here for you guys. You'll see something that looks like this. Okay, the markets will open up. I'm just drawing for you guys just a random little area up here. Just you can see, guys can follow me with this. So the markets will gap up, right? So forget about all this. I'm just literally just showing you what to look for tomorrow morning. The markets gap up, okay? Then I would look for a little bit of a pullback off of the open, right? Look for a pullback off the open that is going to look something similar to this, and then look for the market to start to recover, but watch for the recovery to happen quickly. Okay, if we quickly recover off the 200-day moving average and the SPY looks something like this tomorrow morning, if you get a very quick recovery off of that to me is going to start to say that the buyers have stepped up to the 200-day moving average. Okay, so that's the type of price action that I would expect to see tomorrow if we gapped above the 200-day moving average. Now, if you're beneath the 200-day moving average tomorrow, I expect literally the exact opposite. If we're beneath the 200-day moving average, I would expect a little bit of a push into the 200-day, then look for the 200-day to reject, and then look for you to roll back down, and then continue this series of consolidation where we eventually then go back down and test where the buyers have been sitting, which is right around 430. This is what I mean by my entire trade. The way that I plan on making money tomorrow is going to be based around this 200-day moving average. Whichever way we gap, I believe the 200-day moving average gets tested. So if you gap above the 200-day, I expect a pullback, test. If the 200-day holds, I think you've got to get call options. I think it's a pretty easy move to 450. Excuse me. I think it's an easy move to 450. To the flip side, if we're underneath the 200-day moving average, say we open up around 440, look for a push to 442, then pull back to 440, look for puts back to 430. I think you've got a very, very clear trade here based on that 200-day moving average, and that is exactly how I plan on making money tomorrow. But it's all going to center around where the markets open tomorrow morning. Now, it's only 9:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. The market's open in 12 hours, literally 11 hours and 56 minutes. The market's open. A lot can change between now and then. Right now, the markets are flat. I don't want us to open flat. If you open flat tomorrow, it makes for a more difficult trade. I'll have to be more patient. I'll have to wait to see what the markets tell me in the morning. If we can, if we open flat, it's going to be a standoff. If we open flat tomorrow, bulls and bears, literally like this painting, are going to be at a standoff. Bulls and bears are going to be standing, okay, face to face, seeing who flinches first. That's what's going to happen, I believe, tomorrow morning if the market's open flat. I want the clear gap above or below the 200-day, and that's how I'm going to play it. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. Now, let's talk bigger picture, because that I just gave you specifically my trading game plan for tomorrow. Let's talk bigger picture. Everybody's asking me, is the market crash over? I'll tell you guys that I do not believe the market crash is over. I do not believe the low of the year is in. I think that come March, maybe, once the Fed really starts hiking interest rates, or also I think come February 16th, when we get the Fed minutes from the last meeting. Okay, we had a Fed meeting last week. It was a very, 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 very vague statement from the Fed. So when the minutes come out on the 16th, which is the notes of that meeting, we may get some more clarity on some of the things that they talked about. And the last time the minutes came out, the markets hated what was in them. That was January 5th. Literally, the January 5th release of the minutes from the December Fed meeting is the whole reason the markets crashed in January. Literally, that was the entire reason. So when we get them again, the markets may not like what's in those minutes. I think the Fed is being a little bit too trying to play dress up a little bit. I think when the Fed comes out and Jerome Powell comes out with his official statements, I think the Fed wants to be a lot more aggressive than what they're saying. And that may come through in the minutes. The markets may not like it. You might take another leg down. All right. So I don't necessarily believe, I'm not convinced yet that the stock market crash is over of 2022. So I still think that there may be a little bit more downside. I'm going to really, once you get the Fed minutes on February 16th, I believe is when they're released, we're going to know a lot more. We're going to know a lot more of if the Fed is just trying to, put lipstick on a pig kind of situation. All right. So we'll see about that. Now, one stock that I have on my watch list for tomorrow, you guessed it, KSCP. All right, KSCP, this is a brand new IPO. This is a robotic security company that has little robots that run around and can do some security. Pretty cool. I've actually seen some of these robots. Had an absolute disaster of an IPO. This stock opened up at, I'll tell you, on an IPO, it opened at $14 on its IPO and went all the way to $6. That's a horrible day one of your IPO. It literally dropped 60% on the first day that it began trading. That's how bad the day one was. And then day two, it went up 275%. Go figure. Okay. Complete night and day. IPO, disaster, crash, down 50, 60%. Day two, rally your face off. Everybody welcome Caleb. There's 14 of those laptops left now, guys. Everybody welcome Caleb. There's only 14 laptops left now. Guys, don't remember, the price goes up at midnight tonight. All right, the price goes up at midnight tonight. All right, price is going up at midnight, so take advantage of that discount where you guys still can. All right, so you had a big time move here on KSCP into the after-hour session on Friday, and this may give you a big gap up. We closed at $16. The stock closed at 16, and then after hours traded all the way up to 27. So we're going to put this thing on our watch list here, and if you do get a pullback, you look for this 16 to 1550 area to be support. That's going to be Friday's close and also the high of its IPO day. So if you get a pullback on KSCP tomorrow down into the mid-teens, 16, 17, 18, I'm going to look for that level to hold support. I'm going to look for this $15 to $16 level be support. And if we can just stay above that level for, first little bit in the morning, I would expect maybe another full-blown move to this and pick you up into the 20s. So something I'm going to be watching very, very closely. Tej Paul, welcome. Guys, 13 laptops left. Tej Paul, welcome to the TTD family. All right, guys. So again, KSCP stock, I think every day trader has to have on their watch list for tomorrow. It will certainly be on mine. I'll walk my TGD fam through. We'll see where the stock is trading pre-market. I'll walk you guys through my thoughts on it based on that pre-market activity. I'm in chat with my members literally the entire day, calling out my trades in real time in advance of making them. I come on the mic and I tell you exactly what I'm going to do before I even do it. So it's quite easy for you to follow along with all of my trades. Okay. So there you have it, folks. That's KSCP. Has to be on the watch list for tomorrow. All right. Has to be on the watch list for tomorrow. All right. Our chat room opens at 7:30 a.m. Eastern with Jason, the Professor Simmons, one of our pro traders at True Trading Group, who's also conducting a small account challenge right now. Jason Simmons is taking $1,000. He's opened up a brand new Charles Schwab cash account and is going to work his way through from building $1,000 up to a $25,000 account. And he is the person that starts our chat room off at 7:30 a.m. Eastern every day with the Morning Culata Club. The Miami Morning Culata Club is what we call that, from 7:30. And then shortly after 9 o'clock, I come on the mic and I go through my watch list, my game plan with you all. And we're going to do that as always tomorrow morning. Okay. So you guys want to join us, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. There you have it. Folks, let me show you the actual platform. First, I hope this live stream was helpful. I hope that the Q&A session was helpful. I hope Matt and I answered some good questions for you all. I hope, I'm bringing a new stock to your attention. Maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you weren't paying attention to on Friday. Now you can take a look at it on Monday. We'll see if there's a trade there for us. And I gave you my thoughts on the overall market, exactly how I plan on making money tomorrow in the overall markets. We'll see where the markets are when we wake up in the morning. Okay. Let me show you the platform. All right. For those that are interested, because like I said to you, the TGD platform is filled with tools and resources and courses. It's not just a chat room with a bunch of trade alerts. Okay. There's a lot more to the TGD platform that you guys need to make sure you know about. You're going to be getting, okay, obviously access to our chat room where the mods and I share our screen with you. I'm live on the microphone talking to you like I talk to you now, and I call out my trades in advance. My TGD fam, true or false? Do I or do I not come on the microphone and call out my trades in advance? So I'll come on the mic and I'll literally say something like, all right, guys, looks like we have support at 20 bucks. I'm looking for a pullback. I'm going to be a buyer around 20, 25, 20, 30. My stop loss will be around 19.40. I'm going to take profits off at 22, 22.50, and 23.25. I'll say something like that before I enter a trade. And then once my orders actually fill and I get an execution on my orders, then you will get a notification that lets you know my order has been filled. Okay. So you're going to get access to our chat room, obviously. You're going to get at least 10 easy to follow real-time trade alerts per week from a group of professional traders that has a collective win rate of over 80%. We're fully transparent. There's a journal on our site, tracks every buy and sell that we make. So you guys can go ahead and see for yourselves how you'd be doing if you were following all of our alerts. You're going to get 2 small private study groups as well. This is your chance to ask questions and go over lessons and topics that you're struggling with to make sure you guys are on the right path to success. Benzinga's Pro Newsfeed. This is a live breaking up to the second news alert service directly inside of chat. It's included with your membership free. Everything I'm telling you and showing you is included with your membership. You do not pay $1 extra for it. Then you're going to get our simulator. So you can trade stocks and options with fake money, with real-time data. So you can practice implementing what you are learning in the courses. Then you have our own proprietary scanner. All right, our own proprietary scanner is going to have the same functionality as FinViz Elite, but it will also help you guys scan for crypto. You also have TradingView's premium level, TradingView's premium charting software, which is one of the most commonly used charting softwares by active traders. Everything I'm showing you is totally free. All right, you don't pay $1 extra for this stuff. It is included with your annual membership. Then you get the Trade Ideas Scanner as well, which is, guys, industry standard. This artificial intelligence scanner is on the TeachD platform. every day. It'll show you what stocks are making new highs, new lows, which ones have a surge in volume. Make sure you're always focused on the hottest stuff during the day. You're also going to get dark pool data and unusual options activity. This is stuff that really professionals only had access to. Now it's at the fingertips of my TGD fam as part of your platform, so you guys can make better informed decisions. You got our trading performance journal, which will actually track your trading and then give you statistics so you can figure out what you're doing wrong, so we know where you need to improve. Our social sentiment scanner will show you what stocks are being talked about most on social media. It scans Reddit, Twitter, and StockTwits, and will tell you what stocks are being mentioned the most. This way you can stay ahead of the crowd. Our stock profile tool will give you all the analyst ratings for a stock, so you guys can actually see before you buy a stock, you can actually check to see how many analysts agree with you and have a buy rating on the stock. You're going to get our watch list and game plan every day, where the mods and I at True Trading Group will show you guys exactly what stocks we're paying attention to, and more importantly, how we plan on trading them. Then you get all of our courses. This is the simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund. There's beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, how to trade during a market crash. It's all there for you guys in text and video format, whichever is easier for you to learn. There are no VIP or pro level courses that cost more money once you join. When you join True Trading, you get access to every single course that we have, as well as every single tool and resource that we have. Then on top of the courses, you have a video library that has over 200 hours of additional educational video content. These are workshops and webinars we've conducted, like how to grow a small account, how to trade while working a full-time job, just to name a few. And then, of course, as a member, you can, attend these workshops live. We have a premium blog, right? We have a premium blog. We give you guys helpful tips and insight, some trade ideas, market commentary, and then anything new, any new courses, any new tools, anything we add to the platform, you automatically have access to. There's no additional fee for any of that stuff. All right. So guys, the next 13 people to go to ttgoffer.com, use the code TTG121, are going to get the 41% discount. Remember, the price goes up at midnight tonight. The price is jumping well over $1,300 tonight. All right, take advantage of this discount. TTG121 coupon code 41% discount, guys. Brings it down to just $12.88 before we work our price back to $22.12. The next 13 people get a free laptop upon becoming TTG certified. We will even cover the shipping cost for you. And you guys get those 2 small private study groups. Don't forget that. Your chance to answer questions to help you guys get on the right path. And the double your money back guarantee. Okay, True Trading Group is the home to the double your money back guarantee. I told you before earlier on this live stream that your results matter. Your results are also quantifiable. And that is why I will tell you now, if you join True Trading Group and you commit to going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending at least one study group, if you do not make back your membership fee, which is the $12.88, if you don't make that back at least once during your membership, I will give you not just your $12.88, I'll give you double that. I'm going to give you $2,576 back. Okay? You just have to go to that URL, enter that coupon code. There's 13 of those laptops left. All right. Folks, if you have any questions, okay, you can send a text message to 201-775-9702. Do not call that number. Text it. We cannot answer that number. It is for texts only. All right. If you have questions about the membership, you're having a difficult time signing up. We're also 5-star rated on Trustpilot, guys. Go check us out. 1,400 people have taken the time out of their day to leave us a review on Trustpilot. I welcome, encourage, and invite you all to go read them. Read the 5 stars, read the 1 stars. Then you decide if your trading group is right for you. Lastly, we have a trial. It's only $3. Go to ttgthree.com if you're still not ready to join the fam. You guys can go into ttgthree.com. It's only $3. We charge $3 just to make sure that you're a real person. All right. There's no automatic renewal. There's no automatic upgrade. There's no reoccurring payment. It's a one-time payment of $3. It'll be the best $3 you ever spent in your life. All right, folks. But for those of you that are ready to take advantage of the discount before the price jumps at midnight tonight, and you guys want to lock in one of those 13 laptops, remember, if you see a laptop, you know you're good. You're getting a laptop as long as you see one in your checkout cart. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. I hope this was helpful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, turn on your notifications, never missed out on the golden nuggets that rain down upon you from what is the TTG YouTube channel. We do this 6 nights a week. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. My TTG fam, let's kill it. All right. It's been a banger of a month of January. And we're going to close out the month strong tomorrow with the final trading day of January. All right, folks. It's a January that a lot of people would like to forget. Not I. Not I at True Trading. It's been a monster month for us at True Trading Group. And that is the difference of professional education, folks. Learn how to make money regardless if markets are up or down. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Later, guys.